Let's fly high in the sky. Let's see crow, let's the crow fly. This is the podcast. We may be the outcast, but we'll outblast and we outlast anyone in lane of the podcast. This is my show. If you don't know, now you know. We're gonna go to the land. So high, CJ Creek. But never mind that. Let's talk about the facts of politics and some of these sneaky tricks they hide behind the wall. And the American great game of football. They steal us nation around here. Black and yellow, black and yellow. If you don't know now, you know. Oh yeah. Religion, yeah, we talk about religion and other topics too. As the Crow Flies podcast. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. As the Crow Flies podcast. Let's go, let's go, let's go. As the Crow Flies podcast. Let's go, let's go, let's go. As the Crow Flies podcast. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the most incredible podcaster of them all, Mr. T. Crow. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention he's very, very handsome.
Hell no, she said that. There ain't no damn AI, bro. You know better than that, man. Listen. Hey, people, tonight I have a special guest, Tory Crow, a.k.a. Abdul Salam. He frequents the show time to time, and he's here tonight. Let's say something to the people.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody.
Walaikum assalam. I'll say it for him.
There we go.
But we're going to touch on some topics tonight, man, about everything that's going on in the world, society, and how to fix some of these problems. We got a lot of problems going on, man, that a lot of people don't even want to talk about. First off, that I want to talk about is like a lot of our famous athletes and entertainers, and they're all black, and they're getting just obliterated for 50 million?
Yeah.
Hold on a second. 50 million? For a sexual act that, time out. I don't know if they, listen, if a motherfucker rapes you and does you wrong, he should go to jail. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
They ain't talking about jail. They asking for what?
Money.
50 million?
Wait. That's what the girl wants? $50 million from
She wants 50. Shannon got 50 million. Smokey Robinson, 50 million. Who else? There was Zion Williamson, 50 million.
Is that the standard? Is that just like the standard rate?
Just for a piece of. Listen.
So wait a minute. What about Diddy? How much she got?
Oh man, listen. He paid her.
Yeah, how much he only gave her 20 million, right? Or 30?
20 or 30 million.
Yeah, that's what they said, right? So she didn't even get the standard.
Listen, man. But why is it always just the black athlete, the black entertainer? They listen, before they would stop us with this, that, and the third. They would plant drugs on us. Yeah. They would beat us. They would do this, that, and the third. Now we done excel, and so now we're making money. Take 50 million from it.
Well,
man, listen.
Champ Jack Johnson, when he was taking the white women across the lines, they made rules against that. Against black people.
That was Jack Johnson.
Yeah,
that's the line. Yeah. That's what they're still. This would have been 3 people charged for that.
And they've all been black, right?
Jack Johnson,
P.
and R. Kelly.
Oh wow. So what about Weinstein and Epstein and Epstein?
Oh, no way.
Epstein and Meinstein and Cheinstein and all them?
No way. That's when your last name is Epstein.
But ain't they flying people out of the country though? That's even worse than crossing state lines, right?
That's what I thought. That's international.
And what about them finding the 12-year-old girls as birthday gifts and things like this, right? That's horrendous. But they just sweep it under the rug, right?
But we live in America, right? And see, this is where things are starting to change, finally. Because when Africa wakes up, black people across the world will wake up, and so won't the world. Yeah. And you know, as far as I know, Africa's the motherland. Mm-hmm. It's the fruit and the beginning of all civilization. It's waking back up. It's breaking the chains, right? So these people, they've been enslaving us and doing this and doing that, and now they're saying, listen, it's one of those things that's taboo for black and white to get together. Well, our generation really opened the floodgates. You got to think about it. Hey, as Dr. Umar said, we was bunny hopping like a motherfucker.
Man, for real. Yeah,
And
true.
you know, we opened up the floodgates, right?
But it was happening before us, but it was like our generation did kick the door in as far as like not really caring about who's seen what. Like it wasn't hidden so much like it used to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just brought it out the door. You know what I'm saying? Like,
See, they don't know what we've been through. They don't know. My friends, your friends, I was back then. And I'm not going to talk about that on TV.
Man, dumb.
Because, man,
Good night.
good day. But what I'm saying is that, you know, we all grow. And we've grown since then. But there's a standard being set now. If we can't take your money this way, we'll get you with that. How many friends of ours would have been slaughtered with these allegations today?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you what saved a lot of people we know, probably ourselves too. No camera phones, no video recordings, like all that
Social
kind of
media.
stuff. Social media. I'm telling you, if that stuff was in effect back then, boy.
Listen, everybody.
Some people be just getting out. Is what I'm trying to say. You know,
If that was real, but listen, here's the thing: they never show the side that the woman played.
Yeah.
She ends up crying, but guess what? Back then, the woman never cried about that. They cried about us
But you know what the problem for me?
leaving and going somewhere else.
The problem with Shannon for me is
He's 56.
he was too old for her. Like
He's
my opinion.
56.
Like, what do you got in common? What are you
With
gonna
a
talk about?
19-year-old.
What are you gonna do with a 19-year-old and you 50, whatever?
6.
You can't talk about nothing.
Well, he was 54 when he met the 19-year-old, so he's
That's
56
working out. They
now.
met in the gym, right?
Yep.
Okay, fine and dandy, but I don't know, man. I don't know. There's just lines that I don't know. Like,
Can I ask you a
a
question?
19-year-old.
Hey, people out there watching, you can call in at 937. Give us your 2 cents. 937. I forgot to put up there. 937-926-1641. If you got anything to say, I gotta put the damn number up to the show now.
Yeah.
We got call lines, but I forgot to
Wait,
add it on.
say it again so they can get it.
937-926-1641.
There you go.
Write that down.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen,
Write that down. See, he gets everything.
Yeah, shout out.
But
Mr. Thomas.
But what I want to ask you, do you think that they saw Shannon Sharpe going to this gym, right?
Yeah.
And they know he likes white women. Listen, a lot of brothers like white women. We get that. Do you think that they know they done their research, they done their homework?
She's a plant.
She was a plant.
She's
Because-
she's an OnlyFans person, right?
Yeah.
I mean, internet.
But don't nobody care about that. That's more the better.
That's what I'm saying. That's probably where they got her from to do the plant. Like,
But do you think the people
I don't know.
set them out there to get him like that?
I don't think so, really. I mean, I don't know if he that seems like that's low hanging fruit though for him. Like, you feel
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
But
that's
why would
easy money.
why would she approach him at 50? Listen, she's 19, he's 54. Her dad getting his age. Her daddy's younger than him.
Yeah, I know. I imagine that because she's only 19, so her dad could literally be in his late 30s, early 40s.
Right,
You see what I'm saying? So he got years on the dad. Like,
right,
he could be with her mom and still be elder. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
right. He can be
Years.
her mom and
and
still,
still
be
be a
older.
generation ahead.
So what I'm saying is, did they plant him? I think they planted. I was like, listen, because here's why I say that. Because there's somebody behind there that working the scenes.
Yeah.
The reason why he offered her, and notice it only came out when he got that $100 million
offer. Yeah,
offer.
$100 million contract. Yeah.
Right. So here's what I'm saying. I think they planted her on him because he offered her $10 million.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I'm 21 years old.
$10 million.
Back then, off me one.
How much she make doing OnlyFans?
Couple thousand here and there. She made maybe 100,000.
That's it. I mean, wait, that's a lot of money. I'm saying, but
Yeah.
if you only make $100,000, say whatever. If you made $100,000, not only, but that's a lot. But if you make $100,000 in 1 year, and someone say I'm gonna give you $10 million right now, you gonna jump on that because $10 million is a lot more than 100,000. You feel? What I'm
And
saying?
and she said no.
But she said, yeah, to get butt naked or doing whatever on OnlyFans to get
Yeah.
100,000.
To get $10 from this guy. You can get her OnlyFans to come give her $10 and she clapping for you.
But she gonna say no.
She gonna say no to $10 million.
Yeah, and that sounds suspicious. Then yeah, you do it like that.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody planted her.
If she gonna do something funny for $10, and you gonna turn down $10 million.
And you know the lawyer is Tony Busby, right? He's the one that got Deshaun Watson in trouble. Remember, I kept saying I don't believe that about
Wait, Busby been in all them cases.
Yes,
where
and
he
guess
tryna,
what? He picked up the case about Zion Williamson, and the chick that did that about Zion Williamson, guess what she is?
a prostitute?
Porn star.
She a porn star?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I was just guessing prostitute. I mean, I don't know. But
She got mad.
close enough.
She got mad that Zion got another chick pregnant. And so now all of a sudden, she got beat up and sexually assaulted.
Wait, a porn star gets sexually assaulted?
Yeah. She had 25 motherfuckers jacking off in her face. How the fuck are you going to sit there and be like, and she a bad motherfucker. She does it all. She's been double penetrated.
Wow.
Listen, people, put your kids away. She's been DP, double penetrated, gang bang, taking the booty hole. Hey, listen, taking out the butt, put it right to her mouth, and then skeet on her face. But she gonna say,
wow.
And she wants to sue him for millions? Man, listen, I can't go along with this.
Yeah, I don't get that. But why is a porn star mad that you having sex with somebody else? Like what? In the
Make it make sense.
Yeah, let's take a look at the videotape. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Come on.
They don't know where that comes from. Hey, y'all, excuse me, me and my brother, we go way back. Listen,
Good.
well, we don't go way back. That's my life. But y'all don't know what we're talking about. Let's take a look at the videotape.
Some people might.
Every time this come on, go back to the tape, though.
I mean, for real.
Hey, man, he said, let's take a look.
Yeah, let's take a look at this run random tape X. Let's take a look at her.
Man, Cameron said he was jacking off to her. Cameron was jacking off to her. He said there was 20 niggas busting in her grill. I was pretending I was one of them.
Good night.
Hey, y'all.
Good
Y'all got anything to say? 937-926-1641. I know women out there, listen, don't get mad at me. Don't hate the messenger. Don't hate my brother. This is what's really being said. But yeah, Cameron, I was beating off to the chick. Didn't know it was her because she gets down.
Good night.
And she's mad at Zion Williamson.
Yeah, I don't get it. And Zion Williamson, stop messing with porn stars.
Okay, so
Good night.
I think, listen, and then stuff with P. Diddy. The only thing they got on him is that he's a freak and he watches.
Yeah,
he was taking place.
He directs, he watches.
He watches. He walking around with a mask and a New York Knicks hat on.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that bad? It's freaky. Don't get me wrong, people. I'm not protecting anybody, but is that a crime?
I think the crime is flying in sex workers, giving people drugs without.
But he didn't fly in sex workers. Not yet. Which one?
The dude called
the Punisher.
Yeah, the Punisher.
The Punisher from Harlem.
But no, they wasn't just in Harlem though. They was in Miami. They was out in California.
Is the dude gonna fly in and knock off some chicks really a sex worker? He is.
I mean, he like he said, he get it for free sometimes.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, shoot, I just like the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't believe he was, like he said the first time, he couldn't believe when he went there, they handed him, he was supposed to get $400. They gave him $4,000.
Right.
He was like, what? And she's like, yeah, my husband likes to watch. He ain't going to join us, but he going to direct, whatever. And then he said when he heard the man talking in the corner, he was like, did he? He was like,
because you know why Diddy be in Harlem?
Yeah, he said, how do you know it's me? He said, he gonna. I've been listening to you since I was a kid.
I was saying, let me cut the line. Hold on, lick my balls. See what I'm saying? Balls. Hey, listen. Only thing I'm saying is, what they've been putting on Diddy right now is a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
So you better bring out the heavy artillery. And I don't want to hear shit about all these stars that participated.
No, I think Diddy is in trouble.
He is in trouble
because, like, there's been other people coming out in the court cases. Like, he's had some of his own like assistants and workers coming out against him.
Yeah,
like that bodyguard.
You know why? Because he was an asshole of a person.
Yeah, he was.
If he was a cool dude, he'd walk.
Yeah, but ain't nobody coming to his defense. And no one's came out and said Diddy didn't do this. You know what I'm saying? No one said Diddy wasn't doing these things. Like he ain't even said he wasn't doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Shoot, man, take that. That's what he's talking about.
Take that.
Hey.
Let me ask you a question. I got some answers here, but I don't see your answers. Out of all this money being lost over this, because whether you're innocent or guilty, while this is going on, you're losing endorsement deals. Shannon Sharp lost that $100 million deal. Everybody's losing money because of this, right? Yeah. What do you think can be done about that? What do you think these young athletes should do? Or young, old entertainers that are fucking with these white chicks? Because you know what? I told people this the other day, and I don't want people to take it the wrong way. black women aren't accusing people of this.
Nah, they move different, I think.
Yeah.
But like, you know what the thing is though, like they shouldn't be messing with these young girls anyway, first and foremost. Secondly, when you got all this money on the line, you got all these huge things you've been working for your whole life to attain. Why would you risk a little thing that can crumble that whole empire if they just pull the string way down here? This low-hanging fruit that you're messing with. Like, why? You should have at this point, a wife, Shannon. Like, he's 50 whatever.
56 now. It'd be 57.
Okay. Imagine he had a wife at home. He's been with her only. She's helping him with his business and things like this. It'll be a whole stable situation. Like, he wants to hop around with these women. Like, it's going to cost you. And then, like, but if it's not true, like some of these cases and allegations are not true sometimes, right? Not saying that these guys are innocent, but sometimes people are innocent of these accusations.
Right.
Why don't these people who are accusing them get in trouble? You know what I'm saying? They because the athletes, the athletes, the entertainers, the actors, whatever they are, they start losing endorsements, they start losing money, they start losing everything. Even the dude, what's my man's name that was running from the girl? And he's the actor, you know, Megan, what's her name? You know what I'm talking about. Oh boy, I can't call his name. Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors. Yeah, he was running from the chick. He really wasn't even doing nothing, but he got everything stripped away from him. The commercials, the money, the Marvel movies, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But comes to find out,
he was innocent.
He was innocent. So what happens to her? She just walks.
So that's what they're saying. They say
go to jail.
There should be a crime. Well, I don't mean to change subject, but Michael Irvin went through the same thing.
Okay, yeah, Michael Irvin.
He got kicked off of ESPN and everything because chick said he tried to sexually. He said something inappropriate. And come to find out he didn't.
Yeah.
He just said something nice to her. Have a good day. She walked away smiling. Someone said that was Michael Irvin you was talking to.
Yeah. He's
a multi-millionaire. Let's get him.
And you know what they said? Let's take a look at the videotape. That's what they said. And that's what cleared him up.
That's what cleared him up, though.
Yeah.
But so there should be action. Listen, you cost me $100 million.
Whoa.
Man, listen. I'm not saying
if that's the case. If it's that particular case, you know.
You cost me $100 million. You cost me $100 million for these false accusations because I don't want to be with you. Yeah. They say, man, what hell has no fury over a woman scorned. Listen, I don't give a damn if she's scorned or not. $100 million? Because I just don't want to be with you anymore. Like with Lil Wayne. Yeah. That chick, Lil Wayne kicked her out before Mother's Day, right? Her daughter's birthday is next weekend. The first thing she do is get on Instagram or Facebook or social media. It was like, anybody got any good lawyers? For what? What you need a lawyer for? He don't want to be with you anymore. So we as black people or entertainers, and not me, I ain't rich, but if you rich and you're an entertainer, you want to kick this chick to the curb, and you do it peacefully, and you don't put your hands on her, you don't rape her or anything like that. You want to break up with her, and she's looking for a lawyer? That tells you.
Damn. It's all about the money. You know, if that's what she's after, off rip.
So I got a solution for that, bro. Here's a solution I say. The first solution is this. Make them sign an NDA, right?
Yeah. I think they do a lot of times.
Well, no, they're not. Because if you got an NDA, most people have a policy with them, right? Make one of them take the notary class. And it's only online, like $20. You get it the next day. And you just send your stamp. Hey, man, every chick I get with, sign that and let's stamp it. Right? Yeah. Notary. And then if you don't like that.
Thomas, notary.
Yeah. Eric Thomas.
Yeah, notary. Notary.
But guess what? If you here's the funny thing about that. So if you don't want to be like that notary, we're gonna have a videotape in there, and there's gonna be another person in there watching.
When you're doing the nasty?
Yeah, have to protect me in my hundreds of millions.
Well, maybe the camera can just be the witness. You don't need a person there, like the camera.
Well, shit, I want somebody running that. Make sure, hey, he's doing this. He ain't doing nothing. I want things, everything.
You can, yeah. It's
okay, but if that don't work, if it's 100% consensual, my second step is this. I'm gonna let you comment on that. Prostitution. Won't you just go to the Bunny Ranch or go to Vegas and hire them high-end escorts? You're rich.
I'm not messing with that, but yeah,
I would. You know, already
they can do that if they like, but yeah, ain't messing no prostitute. Yeah, but a lot of people do that though. That's a billions of dollars a year business. You know?
I ain't saying that on camera though.
Shoot,
Yeah.
you listen to the Breakfast Club. Jess Hilarious was out in Atlanta at the strip club, Magic City. She was giving out some chick, Jazzy Ja or something. She's like, this chick was so dope. She threw her $4,000.
Yeah, why not?
Tipped her $4,000. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like, hey, that's what you do. That's what you do.
Hey man, I listen. It's gonna. If you give this chick $4,000 tonight for one night, and it's gonna save you a $50 million lawsuit to where, you know, Michael Jackson went through this. When they want you, they gonna get you. Michael Jackson, he paid. Come to find out, Michael Jackson never paid that money.
What?
Someone did.
40 million?
Someone paid it.
Oh wow.
Michael Jackson said, "Hell no, I ain't do it. He ain't pay it. He is a dead Prince. He ain't pay it. End up dead." One thing I'm saying is this, people: if you get a little bit of money and you're black and you're out here frolicking around, be careful. And here's the thing that you know that they don't push. That's why. Notice you don't see white athletes or white entertainers going through this. You know why?
Very rarely. Like I remember
Yes.
just a few years ago, the tight end from
But Justin, but that's what his
he was
wife
messing
does.
with that 17-year-old babysitter or something. Remember the dude?
That was
He was
the tight end from
Green Bay Packers. Was
yep.
it? Green Bay.
Shimura.
Yeah, he was
She
messing
wasn't
with.
17. She was 18. 18 or 19.
I
Yeah.
was trying to say 17 at first, but
No,
she was like the babysitter.
Yeah, she was the babysitter though.
Yeah. He was messing with
He
her.
was knocking her down.
Well, she was 18 though. So.
Yeah, but guess what? Nothing ever came up real like this going to court for $50 million, where her parents could have done that. But what I'm saying is this: I think they're exploiting the black community because a lot of black people, we don't believe in marriage. You look at Anthony Edwards; he's 23. They want him to be the face of the league, but he can't be. Especially now, after this little kid wants to buy his shoes, it's on the internet. You can look it up. The mom said, "Hell no, he don't take care of his kids."
What? Who don't take care of his kids?
Anthony Edwards. But he gave the mom $1.5 million because I don't want nothing to do with the kid. I'm gonna pay you off now.
Whoa.
All the child support for the kid to be 18.
Oh, what?
He paid her off right now. So this mom, the little boy was in the shoe. He got straight A's. He wanted to pick up a pair of shoes.
Yeah.
And he picked up the Anthony Edwards. And she's like, hell no. You ain't getting him. He don't take care of his kids. So he can't be the face of the league. So what they're doing is they're exploiting the black youth because marriage is not prevalent in our society.
Why not?
So that's what I'm saying. Why not? Why not?
Why not?
Because it goes back to 1960s when they broke up the black household.
Yeah. With welfare? Like
Section 8.
Section 8 welfare because you can't have.
And so now we can't profit off of that because we're out here living free. Listen, I'm not mad at Anthony Edwards. He's 23 years old. He's signed a $200 million contract. He can pay for all his kids. But he's got 4 kids with 4 baby mamas at 23.
Whoa.
And you want to be face of the league?
Nah, they don't play that. What about the face of the nation? Wasn't old Trump there? How many kids he got? How many babies he got?
Trump, but he was married to him.
Ah, okay.
And Trump, man, listen, Orangey, Trump, he's knocking him down too. Trump don't give a damn.
He nasty though, man. Like, and you know what? Whoever supports Trump, I want to know, like, how can you support someone like this? Like,
I can tell you why.
Yeah, but this guy's known to be so foul, man. Like,
I can tell you why.
even when he was the beauty pageant with the kids, and he goes and looking at the underage girls, like, it's okay because I'm running the show.
Yeah.
Like, I'm allowed to be back here and inspect the goods. Like, what?
Who do you have there? He had was it Michael Strahan or?
I don't know.
And they were like, Trump's a good dude. You know why? Because he paid you. But here's the thing about Trump. He's the best person to run America right now because he lets you know who he is. He lets you know who America is.
Yeah.
The Democrats will hide it. We don't need to play hide and seek right now. So, but we'll talk about that another day because, that dude, I can tell you why. But here's the thing. If someone rapes you, and we talked about this before the show.
Yeah.
Why aren't these women crying, hey, if somebody hits you in the eyeball, you ain't asking for the money. You're saying assault. Someone robs you, you're not saying, hey, he got a gun. Let me get another gun, or let me do this, let me do that. No, I want to sue him. You're saying put him in jail. If this dude kills your son or he harms your child, you're not saying I want this much money. You say put him in jail. So if this man are raping this woman, why are they calling for jail instead of money? Don't you think it's a setup?
Yeah, that's kind of suspicious. Yeah, but I mean, maybe it's because they do have money, so they're like, well, instead of going to the jail angle, I'll go to money angle because it'll be lucrative. It'll be a come up for me. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a detriment to them. It's not the same. And then on top of that, they'll lose all type of money, endorsement sponsors. Their life will be ruined, you know, a lot in different sorts of ways. And then, like, on top of that, this person's coming up. You know what I mean? So why would you want them to go to jail when you can get all this from them? You know what I mean? Like, if that's the case, and on top of that, they still might go to jail.
Still might go to jail.
You know, you still might go to jail. So
still might go to jail, but you're gonna get paid. So for this chick, listen, I'm gonna end it with this. We're gonna move on to the next topic.
Okay.
But for this chick that be 21 years old, Shannon Sharp said he doesn't date black women.
He don't date black women?
No, because when he was a child, they called him ugly.
Okay.
I'm great, cool Dr. Umar. Because I said the same thing. They called him ugly as a kid. Man, we all got called ugly as kids.
Man, that's what I was going to say. Who didn't get called that? Like, come on, Shannon, that's trash.
We got called dirt balls, and you name it. Everybody got called something ugly.
Bag of trash.
Man, listen.
I throw a bag of trash at you.
Listen, man, you grow up and you get over that shit. But here's the thing. He doesn't date black women because they said that to him. But he'll get a chain around his neck, walk around butt naked, and she'll pull him through the apartment, dog walk him, call him all kind of apes, gorillas, and monkeys, and gorillas, and call him, I want that in
I know she said I want that big black baby in me or whatever.
Yeah, she was saying, I want a nigger baby, this, that, and third. Yeah, oh, yeah.
But that's cool, though.
That's okay.
But you ugly, shut you down.
Shut you down.
That was enough to shut down.
Man, I don't even watch Nightcap anymore because I can't look at him the same.
Wow. Yeah, I ain't listened to it in a
You let that go down, man. Come on, dog. And you know, Ocho, the thing about Ocho is when this shit went down, man, y'all don't know Ocho the way. I met Ocho. He's a good dude.
Ocho.
He did juniors in them camp that time.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Ocho, man, he's hurt over this, but he's got to do it because his contract is money. And he got to get paid. But so Shannon, man, you got, and you know, he canceled the Nightcap tour this year. So
yeah, I heard that.
We're gonna move on to this a couple more topics. I got a funny topic to go to right now. It's not quite funny because all you animal lovers out there are gonna get at me when you hear this.
Okay.
This man outside of Dayton was arrested for killing his dog. Right? You know how he killed his dog, bro?
How did he do it?
He strangled it. Well, the dog was suffering from a throat and a mouth issue, couldn't eat, couldn't swallow food, and was suffering, right? So he takes it to the vet. And the vet's like, we could euthanize this animal, but it's going to cost you $500. What? That? The lady in them, he's like, he didn't have $500, but he didn't tell him that. So
they probably could have worked something out and waived the cost to like.
But he was like this. So he said they wouldn't. He said they wouldn't. This is his words. It's not the words of the veterinary place. So the vets and everybody walk out. They go get the equipment. It's ain't funny. Like they come in. This motherfucker got his hands around the dog's neck. Like, go be with God. You deserve better than this. And I ain't got $500. So does he really deserve to be in jail?
Good night. Yeah, kind of, because like, man, why you want to just put your hands around your dog's neck and kill it? Like,
it's his dog, though. That's what they're saying. It
doesn't matter. It's a living thing. Like, you can't strangle a dog to death like that. Like, especially when you're in a place.
But if the dog is suffering and it's his dog, he took it there to die.
Man,
he took it there to get him out of his suffering, right?
So you gonna choke it to death? Like, is that not?
No. That's what I'm asking.
How is that not helping it suffer more?
I don't know.
I'm gonna choke your ass to death.
That's what I said. In order for this dog to be euthanized,
need drugs in him. He just
that's what he asked, but they weren't gonna do it unless he coughed up 500.
But there's more than one spot. The first one shot you down. Try the next 6 or 7. Like, don't just give up at the first one. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. Oh, I got shot down one time. Game.
But while that's going on, the dog suffered.
Well, old Yeller did. You know what I'm talking about? You got a woodshed, get behind it.
That's what he did.
No, he did. Man.
But he's praying while he's doing it to the dog. And he was crying while he was doing it because he loved that dog. He had that dog so he had the dog for 14 years, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he loved the dog, but damn. I don't know. You could have found another way to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm just saying, man.
That was cruel right there. Come on, man. You just gonna choke the dog to death.
I just don't know, man.
Dog looking at you dying, and you looking at your dog dying. Come on, you just steady
But he's
squeezing.
crying and he's praying for it. But
Come on, man.
what do you do? Ask me that. Riddle me that. What do you do?
Man, he gotta go to therapy. I don't know what he's gonna do, man.
Well, he's facing a year
I
in
don't know
jail.
what he gonna
He's
do.
facing a year in jail. He said he probably gonna get probation. He got a $500 bond.
No
I said,
more
if I get out, he had $500 to pay. Get the thing off you. I don't want to laugh with that because
I don't either, man. I ain't funny.
damn,
My dog wouldn't have got killed. You done said good.
Listen. man, I got a guy you could call, Todd Matt.
Oh boy.
It's done for free. It's done for free. But I'm just saying, man, listen, people, there's a better way to get rid of your pets. I don't know how to do it. I never had to come across that. Luckily for me, when my dog was sick or whatever, my wife took it to get euthanized because I don't have that in my stomach. And she deals with healthcare, so she sees this kind of stuff. And I couldn't do it. So she did it. But, you know, it was rough on her.
Oh, okay.
It was rough on Amy. And when old Ben went away,
Yeah.
she cried like a motherfucker, but I couldn't do it. I was like, I don't know what to do. She goes, I'll do it. Keep the kids here. I'll do it.
Yeah.
And she went and did it. I'm like, I couldn't do it.
Somebody had to be the man of the
Yeah.
family. Now look, I'm joking.
Ain't that a bitch? This guy here, man.
Somebody had to man up and do it. Good
My
night.
hell bells.
Good night.
What
But
the
yeah,
hell
on the same thing,
This guy
though,
here,
look.
man.
My
Nah,
dog,
that's
Remo
crazy.
got put down. I was
Who took Remo?
my daughter and her mom.
Well, somebody had to be the man of the family, huh?
No, I wasn't even there though.
It doesn't matter. Somebody had to be the man. That's what he just said to me. Am I right or wrong? Somebody had to be the man of the family.
Yeah, but it was on and it was on my daughter's birthday too. What made me so bad? Yeah, but she took him to the vet,
Yeah.
and then they had to put him down because he was too sick. I guess he was old.
Right,
dying,
old.
yeah.
But they didn't want to know he hurt his back. He started losing weight, couldn't eat, couldn't
okay.
function,
Yeah.
couldn't. It was, you know, there's that spinal thing with dogs. It just messed him up. And remember, Ben was a big ass dog, and he started shrinking. And yeah, you know,
Parvo.
I can save you from Parvo. Just hydrate your ass. I can save you from Parvo. That's just crazy. This guy's crazy, man. People don't even know how crazy this guy is. All right, my next thing is, man, listen. This is gonna be a little deep, but I want your question. Like, because I think we're the reason, our generation is the reason for this coming on out. How are people supposed to live in these ridiculous spikes in the cost of living?
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is, we spawned the generation of players and dudes not giving a damn about women, and women really, you know, our generation were the women that really stepped out on their own and started doing things on their own, getting good, decent jobs. But it's phasing into this generation now, and it's making it's all out of control now. Somehow we have to get back to the family dynamic to where, you know, there's a man and woman present, and they raise their children together under one household. If we can't do that, these prices and the cost of living is going to do that.
You gonna make everybody stay together?
Yeah, you ain't gonna be afford to live alone.
Yeah.
I saw a house for rent. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, because just like on this same topic, back in the day, I was listening to a comedian named Bill Burr. He was on
The Bird's funny.
Yeah, he's
White dude.
hilarious. He's hilarious.
Oh,
But he was on a talk show, and he was talking about back in the day how like his dad could have one income. His dad worked and could take care of the whole household, get a car, pay for the house, pay all the bills. And he's like, he even had enough money left over to have a side family down the street. You know what I'm saying? So look how much money how the money was made back then versus now.
Right.
The CEOs were closer to the employees back then, like wage gap wise.
Right.
Now it's just outrageous.
Outrageous. It's like peasant.
You can't even see them.
It's like king the peasant.
Yeah, that's what it is now. But back then,
He might have made $1,000, couple thousand more. That's it.
Yeah. But now, good night. It's okay. You know, even at my
You
job,
can work your way up
yeah.
to a CEO or president. You can work your way up to that. Now they bring you in. It's more family oriented. The owners of the company, they're going to keep it within the family or keep it in the stockholders. you're going to get so high, and that's it.
Yeah, that's all you're gonna
That's
do.
it.
That's why, like now, the problem, like you was talking about with that nuclear family, people being at home raising kids, they can't because the money's not going as far as it used to if one person works. So a lot of times, what has to happen is both people have to work. You
And
know,
nobody-
the father and the mother.
And
have
guess
to work.
what? The kids are
So
being
now-
raised
yeah, by
by
the internet.
the pseudo school system
Yeah.
that don't give a damn.
Well, see, that's what the problem is. The parents aren't raising the kids; they want the teachers to do it.
Yep.
The teachers are expecting the home to raise the kids already, have them already prepared to come to school. But the parents are like, "Hey, I'm so busy," you know what I mean? Just send them off, and they expect the teachers to do that job. It's not the teacher's job; it's the parents' job to raise kids. But the way they got it set up now in society, and it really happened ever since when they wanted to start the women's liberation movement, and that movement sounded like a good idea. It sounded so great, but it really destroyed the home. It destroyed the house. It destroyed the family. And that was the design to do that. It was purposely done to do that.
And
not
where
only
did it
that,
start with?
it was a double tax.
Yeah.
Now they say we was already getting all this money taxed into one person in the family.
Now we can tax double.
We'll get both of them to work. We can
And
tax
guess what we
double.
can do?
We'll make double the money.
And guess what we can do?
Split
We
the
can shut
family up.
we can shut the black man out altogether because the woman, she's a minority
Yeah.
times two.
Double up. So
Double up. What D-Body say?
Double up, beat the boogie. Double up and beat the boogie.
And we can let her go to school, let her come and do these jobs.
Yeah.
And guess what? The black man we let suffer him because he's only one.
Yeah,
She's
like if
two.
you know the,
She's a woman plus she's black.
yeah, that's the
and-
biggest, most educated segment of society in America is the black woman. She's the most educated person in America.
Yep.
Overall, as a group, look it up. If you don't believe me, demographically, they got more college degrees as a unit than
Than
anybody.
anyone.
Yeah, they out there whooping it, and they running shows too. That they got a lot of stuff going on. You know, they're running a lot of companies or creating their own businesses. They're doing a lot of things, but it really shouldn't have to be that way though.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like
But
really,
but see, because when the household is raised, they look at the woman as a strong point, and a lot of our young men,
Yeah.
they're fairies.
she's the first teacher, like your mom is.
Our mom was the first teacher,
Yeah.
but she wouldn't let us be a fairy.
Oh hell no, no, there wasn't none of that funny stuff going on. You know,
Man, you get your bad look.
it was different then. I think.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, there was people like that, but like
we didn't.
you know, Twiggy, we used to see him.
He's only one.
Yeah, you could call him out. Like it was okay him,
Him, and then him and him.
and if
That's all
everybody
we
else
saw.
was doing it, they kept it on the low. You didn't even know.
Yep. You didn't
Like
know.
that's where it was. But now it's more open. It's more
And
out.
it's
Like, yeah.
accepted, but
Okay, let me tell you this. Me and my man, me and my granddaughter, we was at the sales yesterday. We was shopping for
Which
mom,
granddaughter?
actually. Yeah, Laura. And the guy who was waiting on the guy who was on the register, right?
Mhm.
He had long fingernails, like put on the nails, like fake nails, and it was painted different colors. And my granddaughter was like, "Hey, Papa, why he got nails like that?" This and that. I said,
in front of everybody,
"Man, yeah." She just asked me right there in the line.
did you hear?
Yeah,
He
I
had
don't know
to.
how he didn't. But so I was just like, you know, I don't know why he has nails, but everybody's different. They just do things they want to do, blah, blah. And then she told him, she's like, "Hey, I like your nails." And he was like, "Oh, thank you, you know, blah, blah." But, you know, you can see the
Kids are innocent.
Yeah, she didn't mean that by it.
No,
She
she's
was
innocent.
asking me, like, why does this guy, she knows he's a male, but she's like, why does he got on long fingernails, like the kind like the you see like Cardi B or somebody might wear,
Right.
like long pointed.
Jalen be wearing them.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The long and they pointed and they got like designs on them and colors. Yeah, he had these on his hands. He couldn't even bring me up. He had to do it with his knuckles because his fingers couldn't touch because his nails was too long. You know what I mean? So, but hey,
Man, you should have seen this dude I saw last
You know,
year.
hey.
And man, when I was delivering some beer, you know, when I'm walking up, I got the cart. I'm bringing the beer in. This dude had some size 13s with every toe painted, and I was like, "Oh God!" It's like, well, I said, "Look at toes, man. His nails done better than this chick's."
damn.
I said, "Man, I'm not going back out there till he
Damn.
leaves." It's like, why? I said, "Because I got a thing with feet, and I'm not gonna let that rest up my mind."
Ugh.
It was disgusting.
I mean, hey, people, y'all do what y'all like to do, but I
Man,
don't
you
think-
should keep that at home though, and put some socks on if you're gonna do that. I don't want to see those size 13 on a big ass dude with a beard. He's buff with a and his toes are painted, and you can tell he didn't paint them.
It's getting out of control, man.
It's getting out of control like
These
a
guys are
mug.
losing a lot of masculinity.
And that's what I say, man. Listen,
Is it the society wanting to do it? Is it what is
I
it?
don't.
Like,
I think, man. I just think the fact that we're losing
How
the
come
sight of
guys
yes.
be guys,
Right.
All right.
We missed Piscopo, man. We missed that. And we got to get these guys back, masculine fellas,
What's
who
going on?
can say, hell no.
Man, listen, I'm seeing NFL players with fingernail polish on.
That's no allows.
They out here, track stars with nail polish.
No
different
allows.
colors.
And,
Yeah.
and man, listen, all you people out there that want to do that, I ain't mad at you. Do it. But man, don't parade that bullshit around because my grandsons are watching.
Yeah.
Your grandchildren are watching, and that's why she had questions.
She noticed. But
Listen.
it wasn't like talking bad about, oh boy, I'm not
No.
trying to do that. But it's just like what she noticed. You know what I mean? Because she'll notice anything and say it. Like that's just what she do. Somebody can't,
Man,
you know, this,
children are innocent. And I think they know this ain't right. This is all the way left. This ain't right. So
she must have thought that because she asked the question.
she asked a question. So
She's seen everybody else.
you're
Store, she
foolish,
didn't ask
man.
any questions
Listen,
about them.
and we're the only. Everyone keeps getting on me. Crow, America's this America. No, we're falling. We're crumbling, right? And y'all ain't paying attention. I said we're crumbling because of this bullshit
Listen,
that y'all are allowing to go on.
yeah, America's low key backwards. Like the way we do everything. Like we champion a guy that's a 34-time felon. They love him. They stand behind him. They support that. You shouldn't do that. That's backwards. And then like a lot of things are backwards in America. Like we think we're supposed to be out having sex before marriage. Like that's backwards.
And that it got me all messed up.
Yeah, but it's not. I'm not gonna blame the young people because they're being shown this, they're being taught this. But
We're
we
programmed
shouldn't
wrong.
be taught that. Yeah, everything we've been taught is backwards. Like you will get people who will help an animal, a cat, a dog before they'll
Yeah,
help a
I'm a
person.
human.
Like they'll see a hungry person or a hungry cat, a hungry dog. They'll go make sure the cat and the dog eat and be like, damn the person. Like that's
That
backwards.
person, man, listen.
That's backwards. You're supposed to help the person. I mean, yeah, help the animals too, but you're supposed to help that person first.
Remember I used to say back in the day, if I was a homeless guy, I'd get an animal?
Yeah.
On my podcast, I said, if I was homeless, I'd get an animal. And all of a sudden, I said, man, there's all kind of dogs now around these people. They're making more money.
Yeah, we
People in America, man, we've been trained and programmed to hate the person and love everything else. We don't even give a damn about kids, really.
What really in America, what we've been trained to do is embrace the wrong and go against the right.
Right.
Like whatever's right, we'll rebel against that.
Rebellion.
But whatever's wrong, we will stand behind it and fight for it. Like what is that? Like that's backwards. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so much stuff, even like simple stuff that shouldn't even be an issue. Like the George Floyd Police Act, whatever. You see the guy kneeling on his neck for 9 minutes, and it's a problem to pass.
And everybody's sitting there and they got guns around. Let him do this.
Yeah.
Really?
Nobody. I mean,
But
you can't assault officers. You can't just go and attack
right.
situations.
But that guy whose son got killed in Cincinnati,
Yeah, who drove into the police officer.
he looked at everybody in the eyes.
Yeah, he was.
He didn't care what happened to him. You know why?
You understand
And-
why?
Because you know why?
He ready for
It's
it.
about time. You gotta feel my pain.
Yeah. And how is she going?
How else you gonna make a
You can't
statement?
bring attention to it unless you do such drastic acts.
And that's
because
what's sad because
that's what's
he
sad.
wasn't the one that killed his son.
No, he was. The police officers did it. Not the one he
Not
killed.
the one he killed, but
But
the
he
other
was in-
ones
he
weren't
was in-
there.
He was in retaliation.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't care who it is. You on that side of the fence. I'm getting you because I'm retaliating for my son. That's what he was on.
So,
But
with that being said, why does everyone want to think Palestine is in the wrong? Man, we gotta protect ourselves.
How are you in the wrong if you first off, those people who came to Palestine from Europe, no one else in the world would accept you. These people accepted you. How are they wrong? They accepted you. They let you come there as a refuge to get away from the persecution and the oppression that you was under, and they let you come there as a refuge. In return for this,
You kill them.
you start killing them. You run them
You
out.
slaughter 'em.
Yeah, and then you have
You
this.
want that land.
Yeah, look at the situation now. They got pretty much everybody's all down to the southern part of Gaza, like all the way to the ocean, and they're still bombing up their
But
tents
can
and
I-
everything. Like,
And here's the thing I gotta say about it. I don't give a damn. Like I got my last podcast that they didn't get to play. They cut off at 4 minutes. Because America is sitting back letting this bullshit happen.
we support it. America supports this. We fund it.
We're funding
It's
it.
American bombs that are killing these people.
But the people out here who listen and watch the show, man, come on,
We got
man.
American citizens and soldiers going over there joining their Israeli army to go kill the Palestinians.
Who have no army.
They don't have no army. They don't have nothing. They don't have anything.
Man,
They
their kids,
don't have
man,
electricity.
they have no water.
Over half their population is kids who are being murdered. They're being starved out of control. They got food on the other side of the dang on border.
That they can see, but they won't let them
They
get it.
won't let them get it. And you know, they're having watch parties. They have like tourist bus. They have paid trips where people pay to come and watch bombs land and hit. They cheer and everything. It's sick.
But can I ask you
They
a
sit
question?
there, they watch the food go rotten.
Okay.
They got medicine right here that can help these people that are a mile and a half away. But no, it's got to sit at this blockade right here and go rotten and spoil.
But what
over
happened?
time.
What? Let me ask you this question. Why is he? Why? So why do the Jews complain about Hitler? They're doing worse than what
They're
he
worse
did.
than Hitler. Yeah, that's worse.
And
They're not the
people- and
Jews
listen,
though. Like some of these people may be Jewish, but
but they're not.
I think
They're
these
not.
are-
Yep.
yeah, these are Zionist people. Like
Yep. They're Zionists.
Netanyahu's not a real Jew.
Thank you.
He's
Thank
not.
you.
He's not a Jewish person. He's from
Not Nahu. Not Nahu. How would you say his name?
yeah,
Netanyahu.
Yeah, whatever his name.
Netanyahu's a devil.
That's not even his real name. And you can look at a lot of his people in his cabinets and his top officials. All of them are not Israeli. I mean, Israeli people, whatever you want to call them. They from
Yeah.
other parts of the world, and they just put these names. They just make up these names so they look like they're Jewish people. They're not. You know what I'm saying?
They're U.S. agents.
They're Zionists. They're just
Yep. They're U.S. agents.
pulverizing the
They're U.S.
poor
agents.
Palestinian people.
We're over there to make more money, and it's
That's a
terrible,
shame.
man.
I should have wrote this down, but I didn't even know I was going to be.
Well, the next one you can do. Listen.
There's actually I could get a list of names of those top officials and Netanyahu, what their real names are, and where they're
Well,
from.
get that.
Because
Get that.
I actually seen the list,
But
but
people need to hear this.
yeah, I can actually. I wish I would have knew I was coming to do this. At this, I would have prepared. I would have got that list, but that's on me. But yeah, next time I'll bring a list with the
get that.
names, Netanyahu's name, his real name, and his cabinet, his top officials, and where they're really from. Yeah.
Yeah, get that, because we're gonna have a whole show about that. The last topic is, man, Trump and Elon going at it. Is it two badass brats, two brats that can't get along because they're both spoiled?
No, I think what it is Trump don't like being second fiddle, and Elon Musk was overshadowing him as far as on the global level, on the everything level. He even had his son wiping boogers on him, telling me he ain't the president. You bitch.
What?
That's what you didn't see it.
No.
Yeah, Elon Musk's son told him that. Told Trump, you ain't even the president. Like, you didn't know that?
No.
Oh man, it's on YouTube and everything. You
I
gotta
gotta
look
see
that up.
that.
Dog. Yeah, look that up. And you do it too. Whoever out there, look it up. Wiping boogers on the desk, everything. But see, Trump was big.
I had to whoop his bad ass.
Yeah,
I don't get them. This ain't nowhere near the Oval Office.
it was in the Oval Office.
You come here and wipe a booger on my thing, and you
But
ain't.
I think, but back to that, I think Trump was being overshadowed by Elon, and he don't like that.
Trump don't let me no shadow
Nah,
anyway.
he gotta be top dog. He gotta be the
But
center of
but
attention.
this is good that he got rid of Elon, because Elon was collecting so much money, and so wasn't Trump.
Elon did what he wanted to
What
do.
did Trump collect? Dover had Jamsky D, a partner. He had the numbers that Trump collected since he's been in office.
But now
They're all making billions.
look at Zuckerberg, Trump.
Yeah.
What's the guy from Amazon?
Bezos,
Him. There's a few others. They all made over 40 million.
billions.
Billion since Trump's been in office,
Right.
and that's only been what since January
5 months.
to now.
5 months.
Some of them made 69. Some of them made 80 billion. They've been making crazy billions since Trump's been in office.
But let me ask you a question. If you got this much money, what the fuck is another couple billions going to do for you?
Man, I don't know.
I mean, what Big Worm say? What the fuck that
I
got
don't
to
know.
do with me?
I don't know what it's gonna do for him, but
Are you really that greedy?
really, if you got that much money, man, you
Listen, there's enough money between them 4 guys you named that can solve
they got
homelessness.
those four guys got more money than the next 300. Well, basically the rest of us. You know what I'm saying?
But they can solve a lot of problems over here.
Oh man,
But why is they want to kill Ibrahim Traore, but
Here and
he's solving those problems. He's like, there's no one's gonna be homeless here. No one's gonna be hungry.
yeah,
He says, if you're black and if you're of African descent,
he-
please come over and visit.
yeah.
Just see what you got.
No,
He's trying to unite the world.
yeah.
You know, he said, well, if a black man gets killed unjustly by one of these countries, we'll hold sanctions against that country and we'll make sure you're rectified.
But really, see, that's what Malcolm X was going to do. He's going to charge
So what
America
did Muammar Gaddafi?
on the world court.
Yeah.
He's going to use the world court to charge America for the crimes against black people
Black people.
because it's a crime against humanity. And that's if you do, and same thing.
And the UN sponsors that.
And see,
But the American government, well, Michael Langley went, and Trump didn't go. He said Michael Langley, a black dude, did that to say,
token.
that's it.
So you go over there.
That's it.
Yeah,
But Troye is a menace to his people. He's this, that, and the third.
and that's what Troy was like.
And they
Why
was
you
like,
wanna say
but hold on, United States says they're all working. They're all got new houses.
Yeah.
They got water. They got
It's
produce.
the same. He's running the same program that
Gaddafi ran.
Gaddafi ran in Libya.
Yep.
Like it's pretty much the same thing,
It
almost
is.
like to the letter. And look, it's so effective because everything is for the people. Same
For
like
the people.
like Gaddafi, man, that dude got murdered. It's a shame.
Obama killed him.
You know,
You know that?
well, Hillary was the one.
Well, but
that, right?
Obama was behind it too.
They all in cahoots.
They all in cahoots.
You know,
And
you
Obama
say
was the
Hillary,
president.
You say Hillary, you're saying Obama, you're saying Trump, you're
Yeah.
saying Biden,
Biden,
you're saying the same
yeah.
thing. It's just a different name. It's all really the same
Same
thing.
shit.
Yeah, it's the same thing, really. You know, they're all puppets running by
And
the
I'm
same
like, man, come on.
puppet master.
But if I'm president, I'm like, I'm not killing this brother.
No, there's no way. And like, but what he's doing right now is so good for the country. Like, for instance, France, I believe, was running their gold mines for years. He finally got them out of there, and he's been taking over the gold mines. He got them back up and running. And guess what? They was giving them $1 billion a year to run their gold mines, right? Get out. We can run our own gold mines. We don't need you to do
They're
that.
making $12 billion
In 4 months, he got $18 billion.
Yes, in 4 months. Yeah.
In 4 months from his own gold mines. They was talking about, we're going to give you $1 billion for the
For a year.
Come on, man.
But guess what?
Read it.
So they're trying to charge him with being a criminal because France has mining rights.
How you got mining rights in my country?
Supposed.
I tell you what,
Supposed.
France, see, this is the problem with this. Here's my whole problem right here. You got mining rights in somebody else's country. Go mine your own country. If everything, you think everything's so great in your country, why are you going around the world plummeting and pillaging everything? If it's so great, do it in your own country. Why do you got to go to Africa and steal everything? Because your country's so great. Oh, look at our beautiful museums. Look at our beautiful
All
prosperous
furnished by what?
banks that are so prosperous.
All
Look at our
furnished
economy
by
that's
what?
running. You know what? It's all stolen. That's why you're
Stolen
so
goods.
prosperous, because you're over
And
there
you know-
stealing.
You know what Troy said? We'll do business with you when you give us back our gold and our artifacts.
Yeah, give it back. We
Give it back. And it wasn't
Everything
business.
you stole, give
Give
it
it
back.
back.
That's all he's asking. He's not saying, give me your stuff. He's saying, give us our stuff back. What's wrong with that? If someone breaks in your house and steals something out of your house and you ask for it back nicely, is that a problem?
No.
Well, guess what? Don't give it back nicely, and then you're going to have a problem. You know what I'm saying? But if someone knew you broke in their house and just stole everything of value, and they said, man, listen, I'm taking back over my house and give me my stuff back. That's all you got to do. We'll have no problem.
No, I'll get back to you. Hey, listen.
Just give my stuff back.
If it was
What's the
stolen,
problem?
or if I asked my stolen stuff back, I expect you to hand it back over.
Man,
France they said this gold that we got in our reserves was mined in France. Now, everybody and their mama know France has no gold.
where's your gold mine?
Where's your
Can you
mine?
show me your gold mine, please, Frank?
So guess what? That's when Putin, Kim Jong-un, and China stepped in. They're like, you know what? Don't worry about this, Africa. It's not happening again. Because they know. It's funny how these dictators of these so-called evil countries know how important Africa is to the world, but America and these Western civilizations don't.
They know that. That's why they over there. That's why they stole everything.
Yes, but I'm just saying, why are they not going to give us our respect? We already know. And that's the topic for another day.
Yeah.
But we had a great talk today, man. You got anything else you want to say to the people?
Yeah, free Palestine and any other oppressed nation in the world. The Congo, Sudan,
Congo's getting free. You know that, right?
Yemen.
Yep.
Yeah, alhamdulillah, man.
Yeah.
I want everybody, man, stand up, fight back. It's over.
It's
this,
over.
This
Yeah,
foot on your
yeah.
neck type deal is over with.
Yeah.
You
Chuck D was
talk-
talking about this on the break place.
Yeah, it's over.
He said the
It's
revolution.
over, man.
But he said the
Everybody
revolution
follow-
will be telling
you know
us
what I'm saying?
lies is not.
Ibrahim Traore, he's one guy that's standing up right now.
Hey
that
man, he got
starting
to
to get global attention. Everybody
stand up
stand up for yourself, man, like that, and follow that lead.
and stand up for everybody. Stand up for
righteousness.
humanity.
Stand up for righteousness. Don't stand up for wrong. If you see wrong, stop it, man. Do something to stop that. Like, don't just go along with the flow. Don't be afraid to stand up. Like, that's something you
Stand up for humanity.
stand up for humanity, man.
You
Stand
have
up for
children.
what's
You have
right.
grandchildren.
Yeah, you got You know
Man,
what I'm saying?
this is crazy, but
Like, we ain't long left here, but
No.
they're gonna be here.
They
You see
gonna
what
be
I'm
here.
saying? We need to make it better for them.
for them.
And like, there's a young fella in Africa right now who I 100% stand behind. He's trying to make a difference.
I forgot to even
And
mention
all
it.
those corrupt
We'll
leaders,
save that for next
they
time.
don't notice.
And look, we talked about the Republican
Oh
Congo.
yeah. Also,
This is who Trump put a travel ban on.
yeah.
But we'll talk about that later.
But also, Ibrahim Traore made a statement that all the black people in the world, everywhere
In the
around
world.
anywhere you are,
You're free.
all the
You're free to
islands,
come to his country.
Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados,
Haiti,
any of the Caribbean islands, Haiti, America,
Dominican Republic.
anywhere you are in the world, you can come home, you can go back home, and it's free.
It's
And
free.
it's like if you want to be a farmer, they're going to help you set up land and get farming. They got equipment. If you want to be a doctor, they want you to come over. and also you can help train. If you're a lawyer, if you're a truck driver, he don't care what you are. If you want to come over there, you can come over there, and it's free. It's not only that country. It's also Niger, and there's another country.
The Mali.
Yeah, there's 3 countries.
Well,
right
and
now.
there's another country coming. It's the Halal Confederation, and they're taking over the Ivory Coast. Congo's next. They're breaking up. They broke up Congo.
Yeah.
So Congo is really the richest country in Africa.
Man, Congo.
So
See, there's a lot of stuff that people like to say. Like even as Jewish people want to talk about how Hitler killed 6 million Jewish people. They stand on that all the time.
But
what about in the Congo? How many people got killed right there?
Like
over 22 million.
It's like 30 million. I thought it was 30 million. But
it's like 22 million black people got killed by King Leopold to take over the Congo area.
And they cut their hands off. They cut the kids' hands off.
Yeah.
And they made a delicacy out of that.
But what about in South Africa? How many black Africans got
killed? But that's
right
what Trump was talking about.
Over 50 million.
Yes.
So you got South Africa, over 50 million blacks was killed so they could take over the South African region. Then you got Congo, where over 22 million blacks were killed so they could take over.
77.
That's 72 million black people.
Not counting what we lost for the slave trade.
Not even counting the other places. You know what I mean? Because there's plenty more. But those 2 alone, 72 million. And not a mention. But hey, we're going to talk about these 6 million Jews day and night and day, year in and year out. Man, you know, I'm really sad about that. But think about what happened to our people, though. Like, that's just one smidgen. Don't even talking about the slave trade. How many and it goes on and on. Man, come on, dog. And then they getting reparations.
They got reparations from
all this.
And we got nothing.
Come on, dog.
Man, listen. It's about to stop.
But yeah, that's the good news. It's about to stop.
It's about to
France,
stop.
Britain, USA.
You're out of
all
here.
the countries that are in.
You're out of here.
Go back, man. You want to tell us to go back home? Won't you go back home? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you got to call the other line. 937-926-1641.
Hey, hold up, though. Answer that one too, though.
Let's get it. Because
can you get it?
Yeah. Yo.
Arnett.
Let's go. Who said Arnett, though? Man, our fishing net on.
It's called the motherfucking Earl Taylor. Man, this guy's a dick.
Who is this?
Earl Taylor, man. I can't stand that black bastard. I'm gonna send that motherfucker to go swim with the sharks.
Good night.
Good night. I don't like him. He put my name on here.
Put it on the internet?
Yeah, little fucking Lincoln. He put on here Arnett, and this motherfucking cocksucker gonna sit there and say Arnett. Never knew my middle name, and this cocksucker gonna put it on there. Man, fuck him. Anyway, we had a great show tonight. I'm glad to have my brother live and with me and stuff, and we had a great show. I'm sweating now because he pissed me off. But we had a great show, and listen, next time we're going to talk about get the real names.
Yeah, I will.
I'm Netanyahu and all, because people don't believe the lies.
Oh, man,
We've been lied to for so long, man. Listen, it's normal for us. You understand? It's normal for us.
Yeah.
But listen, if they got reparations and we can't get $1, we can't get 15s or 16s.
You're not gonna get a penny.
What did Black say? We can't get 15s or 16s?
No, but you can get his lashes across your black ass back. That's what you can get. You ain't gonna get nothing.
And thanks for tuning in, people, man. And that's all I can tell you tonight.
All right.
Thank you for your support, and we'll be back.
Peace.
Peace.
That's all right, nigga. We just came in a freestyle today.
Yeah.
We're tuning out.
Yeah, I'm inside my home.
Yeah, thanks for sing along.